This is the Google presentation for S.Howard on first grade math, covering a lesson on money. The description of this lesson, it will introduce students to United States coins in values of 1, 5, 10, 25, and 50-cent values. It will take approximately 3 weeks, and they will learn to recognize the coins, their values, how to combine the values, and determine the overall total using various manipulatives, group discussion. We're going to set up a classroom store, which we'll talk about in a little bit, and technology to achieve their goals. The state standards for this lesson are listed below for the state of Texas. They must be able to identify individual coins by name and value and describe relationships among them. The NETS standards, they will be demonstrating creativity and innovation by doing some group work. They aren't going to be creating projects, but we will be thinking creatively. Communication and collaboration is going to be some group work, and they will collaborate with their classmates. And thinking critically to solve problems and make decisions. The objective for the first grade math unit on money are listed below. They're going to be able to identify terms and symbols associated with money, visually identify the coins and their values. They're going to combine various combinations of coins to determine total values, so they will be enhancing their addition and subtraction skills. They're going to demonstrate how to use money in a simulated situation by buying items in a classroom store, which will be set up prior to this lesson, and it will be explained to them. They will achieve the goals by using enlarged coins as examples that will be set up in the classroom to provide visual aids and give them cues to the coins and their values. They will use play money as a manipulative to help identify coins, as well as combining various values of coins. They will also use either VAT boards or tablets if available to demonstrate their answers during class or group activities. And they will interact with the teacher, or the teacher will guide them with assistance using the following website. Unfortunately, Google Presentations does not allow hyperlinks, so I cannot show you that website, but you could go there. And that will help reinforce the material being learned. Some teacher prep that needs to take place. You need to ensure that there's enough manipulatives for each child in the class. You need to prep your worksheets in advance so you have them available. Prepare the classroom store. You can either stock it with whatever you choose. I think prizes that the students can buy would be sufficient, but whatever you choose. You need to make price labels, maybe put things in bins. So set up an area in your classroom that the store can be located at. You need to preview the websites and the programs that need to be used or that will be used with this lesson and become familiar with how they work. And prep any technology that you're going to be using or that's available in your classroom to minimize setup time and alleviate technology glitches. Students are going to demonstrate active learning by participating in group and individual activities, like I mentioned, using play money to determine monetary values. They're going to evaluate various stations 1 week, set up around the classroom with various coin values at them. They will use a computer to play games involving recognition and addition of various values of coins. And they will interact with the teacher using VAT boards or tablets to determine the answer to teacher-led examples. And throughout the week, they're going to be able to earn play money to use on Fridays at the class store. They could earn money by answering questions in class, or turning work in on time, or lining up in an orderly fashion, basically whatever the teacher wants to set up that is a good activity for them to earn their money. And as a little note, before presenting this material, it would be recommended that counting by fives and tens is already mastered by the students. It will help the lesson move a little bit quicker. Adaptation for special learners, really there's nothing that is overly difficult. So the activities are designed for students of all learning levels. The way the students are situated in the classroom already is they're in table groups. So those are designed to encompass students with a variety of abilities already. So during group work, students with the lower ability will benefit from more skilled students. Daily assessment of work really only serves to determine the mastery level of the material. It's not graded until the final unit assessment. Gifted students will benefit from further understanding by assisting those who may be less skilled. For assessment and evaluation, like I mentioned, progress will be monitored through class activity. We have a math journal that they will log their answers in for some of the group activities. And they will also get worksheets and worksheets as homework. Students will demonstrate mastery of the material via a final unit test, which will be a worksheet, and they will have to determine the value for each problem. They're going to have the opportunity to practice using money at the classroom store, so that will help them with doing mental math, using addition, as well as determining what change might be required once they make a purchase. This lesson could possibly be modified to be incorporated in a unit on fractions as well. So it's possible to use this in other areas, but still along the math lines. For the lesson instruction, week 1, we're going to just focus on identifying coins and their names. The concept of coin values versus the number of coins. For an example, if you give a nickel and 2 pennies, you would have 7 cents vice what might be obvious to the student to say 3, because they have 3 coins. Students are going to use the play money, do their worksheets, and use the computer to practice and demonstrate the concepts. And again, they will have the opportunity to earn money that first week as well. The first day of the lesson, teachers should explain to them how the store is going to work and what exactly they can do to earn money throughout the week. Okay, here's an example of the worksheets that would be used for the first week. First week would be covering pennies and nickels. So we would have a worksheet during one of the days in class, and they would also get a worksheet sent home for homework. Week 2, next week, we'll focus on reinforcing the coins, coin values, again, versus the number of coins, adding and subtracting. This time we're going to add dimes and quarters, and they will basically use the same methods as the previous week to demonstrate those concepts. Again, just example of some worksheets that would be used during class time, as well as a sheet that would be sent home for homework. Week 3, continuing on with the same themes of reinforcement. This week will include all coins, including quarters, and with mention of 50-cent pieces. They will use the same methods to practice and demonstrate the concepts. First couple days of the week, we'll do group work, move on to individual work so that the teacher can assess individual mastery. At the conclusion of this week, the students will take their written assessment of the material that was covered in class, and it will be the last week for the store, so hopefully everybody would have a chance to have earned enough to purchase something from the store and have that experience. Here's an example of worksheet for the last week. Includes coins of all values, uh, gives them an opportunity to look at the coin values as well as how to add them up. And on the other side, there is an example of the written exam that they would take. Um, Shows them values of coins, gives them a couple options to choose from. I think 3 is acceptable instead of just, having them have several options or too many options. There are a couple of word problems down at the bottom, so keeping that in mind, we would practice some word problems during class so that they would have experience with answering that type of question so that it wouldn't come as a surprise at the end. All right, this lesson introduces the first graders to money and how we use it every day. It's going to build and reinforce established concepts already of addition and subtraction. And there will be new skills regarding the concept of money. Students are going to benefit from group and tactile learning as well as experiencing technology to assist them in the achievement of their goals. Uh, as stated in the written slides, every day the use of the website will allow them to interact with technology, and there are several different types of games that they can play on there regarding the money lessons. So some of them are just adding coins, some of them they have to fill in the answers, some of them is just clicking on, the right picture of the coin. So they're going to have a variety of ways that they can uh, interact with the information. Okay, there's a list of my references, basically just citing the pages that I was able to get the worksheets from, as well as the website that would be used throughout the week. Let me just conclude this with a little caveat. I am not a teacher. This is hypothetical. I decided to do this lesson based on something that my own children were doing currently in class. Um, so hopefully some of these things aren't completely out of line with what they would do on a regular basis. And that concludes my Google presentation.